Okay, so going over the workout for Thursday, March 26th.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
You got it. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
So this is basically full body resistance. What we were trying to think about this. So this is there's going to be some breathing involved, but for the most part, we're looking at good quality movement is the goal, and we'll go through what this looks like, and then we have the every minute on the minute and the every 90-second format, just to make sure that you're continually moving, or rather that you're not resting for too long, and also to get some kind of metabolic aspect out of the whole thing. So first piece is going to be a 12-minute EMOM. Really, it's 2 movements, right? They're each one side of our body. So what we're going to do is on the first minute, we're going to do a single leg hip bridge, 6 reps on our left side. Instead of writing out the tempo, we're just going to say we want a 5-second hold at the top of each rep. Okay, so at the extension of that hip bridge, we're going to hold for 5 seconds. All right, do you want to just go through the movements as we do it, or put them at the end?
Let's do it at the end.
Okay, cool. See, number 2, we're going to go through, so on the next minute, right, so figure this is 6 reps at 5 seconds each. It'll take about 30 seconds, all right? Next one, we're going to go single arm plank row on the right side. Same idea, 6 reps, 5-second hold at the top. So about should be at least 30 seconds to finish that. All right, we'll rest. Then we're going to go back with the single leg hip bridge. We're going to do the other side. So we'll do the right side on the next minute, same idea. And then on the 4th minute, we'll do the plank row with the other side, which would be the left. Okay, and with 12 minutes, that means we're going to go through each of these 3 times. All right, and again, we're working on the minute just like that. Boom, boom, bang, pow. We'll go through the movements themselves when we finish going through this. Then part B, every 90 seconds. Okay, so your 90-second chunk. 60 seconds of work within each, 30 seconds of rest, all right, for the math majors. First one, 60 seconds of a lunge variation, and we're going to be going both legs in this. We'll show you what the variation is and different ways to scale that, but we're working for 60 seconds, trying to do as many quality reps as we can, rest for the 30 seconds. We go to the next station. It's a plank variation where we're doing 3 different types of planks. Again, we'll go through that with you guys in a minute, but it's 60 seconds of work, 30 seconds rest. Then we have a 60 seconds active squat hold. So we're going to be in the bottom of our squat. Again, we'll demo, but we don't want you just sitting there relaxing. All right? And then the 4th station here is going to be 60 seconds of either a band pull apart if you have a band, or we're going to do some bent over reverse flies, and we'll show you what that'll look like as well. 3 sets here. So if it's every night, right, for 3 times through, you got it. We're going to go through the movements with Alicia here, and we're going to try to, other than our dumbbell here, show you how we do this with mostly stuff that you might have around the house, but we'll go through it like that. So the first is going to be the single leg hip bridge.
Do you want me to do it elevated or not?
Well, let's show it unelevated first.
Okay.
So the basis of our hip bridge, okay, we're going to have both feet out on the floor, right, but one foot is planted, our knees are up toward the ceiling, and then we're just going to extend our hips up toward the ceiling and drive through that heel. And what we want to try to think about is forming a straight line between our knee, our hip, and our shoulder. Okay, so that's where we want to be holding there. So she's up there, she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back down, right? And then she'll go into her next one, okay?
I was actually holding for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
This is true.
For the record.
So a couple of things as we do this here, and just maybe show one more, is we want to try to keep our rib cage down, so we're not hyperextending through our lower back. We're trying to keep maybe our sternum and our pubic bone kind of married toward each other and come back down.
That's 5 seconds.
Okay, so that's what we're looking at on there. What we can do to make that more difficult for you, if that's easy, is we can elevate the foot onto something. Let's say an ottoman. This is what we call our timeout chairs. This is where our children sit when they've been
Naughty.
yeah. So something like that, just extend the range of motion a little bit. Right, come back down. You could also, if you had some kind of light weight or something like that, we can maybe put that on your hip and weight these if they're very easy for you as well. All right, and we'll go into the plank row. So the plank row, the idea here is that we're going to be putting one hand onto an object. So let's say we're using an ottoman. Here again, we'll show the pouty chair, right? And we're going to try to form that same kind of straight line through our body. All right, so get into our plank position now.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I totally already forgot.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. And then we're going to pull up, holding for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back down, okay? So there's no tempo other than the 5-second hold, but that's what we're looking to do. So the higher that... Oh, sure. Ooh, look at that.
Guys, you can do it with this.
Yeah, so let's say this is really, really super duper difficult for you, okay? We can make this where such that we are leaning up against maybe even the kitchen counter. The higher the thing you lean up against, the easier it'll be. And then of course the weight of what you're pulling, all right, will determine that. If what you have is heavy, maybe we do a few less reps or fewer reps rather, sorry. Or I know, for example, a couple people just have like one really heavy kettlebell. We could just do that bent over row with both arms, okay? So we'll bend over, we're gonna pull up, do that 5-second hold.
It's probably easier to hold it like this.
There we go. 5-second hold, blah, 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 come back down. And then we'll just do that both times we're up for the row. So we do it with both arms if that's where we're at. Do you want to try to show it on the foam roller with your hand balance there?
Okay. But this is not a plank, this is the hip bridge, right?
Oh, you can do the hip bridge too. Let's show both.
Oh, you meant, okay.
Yeah, let's do the hip bridge first, all right?
Okay.
So, hip bridge on the foam roller, yeah! Stabilization, that's great, come back down, cool. And then we could show the plank row with your hand on that.
Okay. I don't know.
You got it, you got it, yeah. Good, that's great, all right, cool. So again, a couple different variations to make this tougher for you if this is easy. Then we'll move on to the next piece. So for the lunge variation, what it's gonna look like, we're gonna do, and this is just ideal world, okay, right? We're gonna go front lunge, so step out, drive yourself back up to standing, and then that same leg's gonna come back for a little RDL action. Yeah, good, same thing on the other side. All right, we'll step forward, come back, hinge, reach back with that leg. Great, 60 seconds there. Plank variation. Oh wait, actually maybe we should go over, if you can't do a front lunge, for example, you can't drive yourself out of that lunge, this could be an in-place reverse lunge where we just step on back, right? If you can do that, great. Maybe if you're able to do the reverse lunge into that RDL as well, that's great. We could also do a step up onto an object that we have there, okay? So, all these things are good things. And if you have some other plank or step up variation or lunge variation that you have in your back pocket, feel free to do it. Plank variation, okay, we're gonna go, starting a side plank, we're gonna try this on our hands, right? For today, we're gonna go on our hand for the side plank, and we're gonna try to go 20 seconds here, all right? So we've gone, what, 18, 19, 20. Once we go from there, we're gonna go right into that reverse plank, right? We worked with this on our first home workout, now you're seeing it live, and we wanna try to push our shoulder blades back, just like with the hip bridge, bring our hips up toward the ceiling, squeeze our heels together if we can, and then she's gonna flip on over onto the other side and try that side plank there. All right, so that would be 60 seconds total, ideally without touching the floor in between. We can do the side plank if it's really difficult on the elbow, the reverse plank. We could actually do that on the elbows as well, but I invite you guys to try it on the hands, right? And we can scale it as we need to. 60 seconds in the active squat holds the next station. So we're coming down to the bottom, and what we want to try to see here is that you're below parallel, but that our hamstrings don't rest on our calves, all right? So that would be just chill, right, waiting for the bus. So we're come back up into that active squat hold. We want to try to hold this for the whole 60 seconds if we can. How you feeling?
This is hard. This is really hard.
This is really hard. Yeah, great. You're doing great. All right. And then the last station, excuse me, is going to be 60 seconds of either a band pull apart, if we have that. We happen to have one here. And you could also, what else can you use that would work for that around the house as a band?
I mean, some people have resistance band, like.
Yeah, any kind of resistance band you might have. Or we're going to do a bent over fly, okay? So if you don't have light weights for this, we can use really anything. So we're going to hinge over at the hip. She'll bend her knees as much as she needs to get into a flat back position, and then she's going to keep those arms straight and try to basically reach for the opposite walls as she squeezes her scaps together, okay? So there's not going to be any tempo on this, but we just want to try to keep moving through it. Right? If you have two things that are the same weight, ideally that's great. If you only have one thing, let's say it's like one can of beans, that's all you have left in your closet, right? We'll still do both arms, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll just pass the weight from arm to arm as we go, all right? Cool. Sweet. Even if you don't really have any weight there, you'll still feel like this is getting tough throughout the 60 seconds. All right? So, 3 sets each of that. That's all we got. Anything you want to add?
Nope.
Cool. And again, guys, questions, comments, whatever you have, let us know. Also, if you didn't do a workout that we've already put up and you want to go back and do one of those, it's really dependent on how you feel for the day. It's obviously more of a just overall movement session. If you're looking to breathe really heavy and hit something intense, maybe look at Wednesday's workout or something like that, or even Monday. But again, questions or if you need anything, let us know and we will see you out there.